Welcome to Rethinkspy. We're so glad you're here with us today. If you love inspiring and motivational stories about finance, debt management, and a variety of fascinating topics, you're in the right place. From the journeys of famous personalities and the richest people in the world to gripping historical events, we've got it all. Before we dive into today's topic, we have a small favor to ask. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you won't miss any of our amazing content. Your support means the world to us and helps us keep bringing you ideas and tips that matter. Here at Rethinkspy, as the name suggests, we aim to offer another chance, inspiring you to rethink your possibilities, empower yourself, and embrace new beginnings. Today, we're tackling a topic that affects millions of couples worldwide: debt and relationships. Navigating financial stress can be tough, but it doesn't have to tear you apart. We've gathered some tips to help you handle debt together without straining your relationship. It's a story of struggle, perseverance, and ultimately triumph. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Are financial struggles putting a strain on your relationship? You're not alone. Debt can feel like a heavy burden, but with the right approach, you and your partner can turn this challenge into an opportunity to grow stronger together. Welcome to Rethinkspy, where we bring you tips to inspire and empower you. Debt affects millions of couples worldwide, and the stress it brings can seep into every aspect of your relationship. Whether it's the anxiety of unpaid bills, the fear of financial instability, or the frustration of not being able to achieve your dreams, debt can create a heavy emotional burden. Take Sarah and James, for example. They were a newly married couple who found themselves overwhelmed by student loans and credit card debt. The constant worry about money started to cause frequent arguments, and they began to drift apart. But instead of letting debt define their relationship, they decided to tackle it head-on together. The foundation of any strong relationship is communication, and this is especially true when it comes to finances. Being open and honest about your financial situation can prevent misunderstandings and build trust. Set aside a specific time to talk about your finances when you're both calm and free from distractions. Approach the conversation with a problem-solving mindset rather than pointing fingers. You could start by saying, "I know we've both been stressed about our finances lately. Let's sit down and figure out a plan together. I believe we can get through this as a team." This approach shows your willingness to work together and reassures your partner that you're on the same side. Creating a joint budget is crucial. List all sources of income, track your expenses, and identify areas where you can cut back. Make sure both of you are involved in this process to ensure mutual commitment. There are several debt repayment strategies you can consider. The debt snowball method focuses on paying off the smallest debts first while making minimum payments on larger ones, providing quick wins and boosting your motivation. The debt avalanche method prioritizes paying off debts with the highest interest rates first to save money on interest over time. Debt consolidation combines multiple debts into a single loan with a lower interest rate, making it easier to manage payments. Set both short-term and long-term financial goals together. Whether it's saving for a vacation or buying a home, having shared goals can keep you motivated and aligned. Sarah and James decided to use the debt snowball method. They started by paying off their smallest credit card balance, and each time they cleared a debt, they celebrated their progress. This approach not only reduced their debt, but also brought them closer together. Emotional support is just as important as financial strategies. Listen to each other's concerns without judgment and offer encouragement. Remember, you're in this together. Take practical steps to support each other. For instance, one partner could take on additional responsibilities at home to allow the other to work extra hours, or you could both look for ways to increase your income, such as side gigs or freelance work. Celebrate small victories along the way. When you pay off a debt or stick to your budget for a month, take the time to acknowledge your hard work. This can help maintain your motivation and reinforce your partnership. Whenever Sarah and James paid off a debt, they would have a special date night to celebrate. These small celebrations reminded them of their progress and reinforced their commitment to each other. If you find yourselves feeling overwhelmed or unable to make progress, it might be time to seek professional help. There's no shame in asking for assistance. Consider consulting a financial advisor, credit counselor, or therapist. A financial advisor can help you create a realistic budget and repayment plan. A credit counselor can negotiate with creditors on your behalf. A therapist can help you address the emotional stress related to debt. When looking for professional help, check credentials, read reviews, and ask for recommendations. Make sure you feel comfortable and trust the person you're working with. Sarah and James decided to meet with a financial advisor. The advisor helped them create a realistic budget and provided tips on how to manage their finances more effectively. This professional guidance gave them the confidence and tools they needed to move forward. Don't let financial stress overshadow your relationship. Make time for each other and focus on the things you love about one another. Simple activities like going for a walk, cooking a meal together, or having a movie night at home can strengthen your bond without costing a lot of money. Plan creative and low-cost date nights. For example, you could have a picnic in the park, stargaze from your backyard, or have a game night at home. These activities can keep the romance alive without adding financial strain. When conflicts arise, address them calmly and constructively. Use I statements to express your feelings. Listen actively to your partner and work together to find solutions. Sarah and James made a pact to have a date night once a week, no matter what. They found inexpensive ways to spend quality time together, like hiking or watching their favorite shows. These moments helped them reconnect and remind each other why they fell in love. Let's delve deeper into the story of Sarah and James. Their journey wasn't easy, but their commitment to each other and their shared goals made all the difference. They started by sitting down together and laying out all their debts, from student loans to credit card balances. This was a daunting task, but seeing the total amount in black and white helped them understand the gravity of their situation. They realized that ignoring the problem wouldn't make it go away, and they needed a plan. Their first step was to create a budget. They listed all their sources of income and tracked every expense for a month to understand where their money was going. This exercise was eye-opening. They discovered that small, unnecessary expenses, like daily coffee runs and dining out, were adding up quickly. They decided to make some changes. They started brewing coffee at home and cooking meals together, which not only saved money, but also gave them more quality time together. Next, they explored different debt repayment strategies. They chose the debt snowball method because it offered quick wins, which they needed to stay motivated. They listed their debts from smallest to largest and focused on paying off the smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the others. Each time they paid off a debt, they felt a sense of accomplishment and motivation to keep going. Sarah and James also looked for ways to increase their income. Sarah started freelancing in her spare time, and James took on a part-time job. These additional income streams helped them pay off their debts faster. They also made a conscious effort to live below their means, avoiding unnecessary purchases and prioritizing saving. Emotional support was crucial during this time. They agreed to listen to each other's concerns without judgment and to offer encouragement. Whenever one of them felt discouraged, the other would remind them of their progress and their shared goals. They also celebrated small victories, like paying off a debt or sticking to their budget for a month. These celebrations didn't have to be extravagant. Sometimes they would just have a movie night at home or go for a walk in the park. The important thing was to acknowledge their hard work and reinforce their commitment to each other. Despite their efforts, there were times when they felt overwhelmed. This is when they decided to seek professional help. They met with a financial advisor who helped them create a realistic budget and provided tips on managing their finances more effectively. The advisor also introduced them to the idea of debt consolidation, which combined their high-interest debts into a single loan with a lower interest rate. This made their payments more manageable and saved them money on interest. Seeking professional help was a turning point for Sarah and James. The advisor's guidance gave them the confidence and tools they needed to move forward. They also realized that asking for help wasn't a sign of weakness, but a smart and proactive step toward solving their problem. As they worked through their financial challenges, Sarah and James made a conscious effort to prioritize their relationship. They set aside time each week for date nights, which didn't have to be expensive. Sometimes they would have a picnic in the park, star gaze from their backyard, or have a game night at home. These simple activities helped them reconnect and reminded them of why they fell in love. When conflicts arose, they addressed them calmly and constructively. They used I statements to express their feelings, listened actively to each other, and worked together to find solutions. For example, if James felt stressed about their finances, he would say, "I feel anxious about our debt. Can we talk about our plan to pay it off?" This approach helped them communicate more effectively and find solutions together. Over time, Sarah and James made significant progress. They paid off their smallest debts, which gave them the motivation to tackle larger ones. They also built an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses, which provided a sense of security. Their shared goals and commitment to each other helped them stay focused and motivated. Looking back, Sarah and James realized that their financial struggles had brought them closer together. They learned the importance of communication, teamwork, and perseverance. They also discovered that they were stronger and more resilient than they had ever imagined. Their journey wasn't easy, but it taught them valuable lessons that they would carry with them for the rest of their lives. To recap, handling debt in a relationship requires open communication, creating a plan together, offering support, seeking professional help when needed, and prioritizing your relationship. By following these steps, you can navigate financial stress without letting it strain your bond. Remember, debt is temporary, but your relationship can be forever if you work together and support each other through tough times. You have the strength to overcome any challenge as a team. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Rethinkspy for more inspiring stories and practical tips. Leave a comment below on how you and your partner manage financial stress. Together, we can build a community of support and strength.